Defying the ordinary is an exemplary trait of extraordinary men. It's the rise of one such man, Alluri Venkata Satyanarayana Raju, fondly called AVS Raju. In the pre-independence era of 1930s, a small and serene town of Antaravedapalam in East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh, India, a bundle of joy arrived in the Alluri Raju family. The parents, Narayana Raju and Venkayamma, were overjoyed with their newborn. Born in a middle-class family of a civil contractor, AVS was the youngest child and was the apple of their eyes. He grew up with his 7 siblings and had great bond with all of them. As they say, parents see what others can't. Narayana Raju and Venkayamma were amused at the way the young and hyperactive AVS would love to offer help in various chores, and more importantly, the way he did it to perfection. Some of these inherent qualities made the young AVS different from the rest of the children of his age group. In the year 1943, AVS joined Government Primary School 3 kilometers away from his home. He loved his walk to the school along with his friends. The little one had the best of times observing the nature and having fun with his friends. His learnings were more from the nature and the people around rather than the academics in school. He had a very memorable childhood with his family, relatives and friends. He always believed in celebrating every moment in life. Year 1947 saw the emergence of New India as India achieved freedom from Britishers. The young AVS heard this historic news on All India Radio alongside his parents. Right from an early age, AVS had a penchant for story-based dramas enacted by talented local artists and was amused by the power of communication and the impact it had on people. The intriguing and inspiring tales of Ramayana, Burakatha and Harikatha laid the foundation for his interest in literature and poetry. His interest only grew with time. From poetry to culture, from biographies to non-fiction, the young avid reader found solace in words. His tryst with knowledge knew no bounds, and over the years, AVS mastered the art of effective communication and had developed razor-sharp memory for scripts, names or numbers. While his father, Narayana Raju, was building a legacy of his own with his quality construction works and was well known as Contractor Raju in Antaravedapalam. But one day, sorrow clouded AVS' life. His father, Narayana Raju, fell seriously ill and was bedridden. The devastated AVS makes up his mind and decides to leave formal education and take care of his father. He was very affable and unconditionally devoted in his service towards his parents. It was during those years that Narayana Raju started imparting his life lessons and the traits of construction business to his son. A young entrepreneur was being molded by a doting father. From laying bricks to building bridges of trust, Narayana Raju's teachings were profound, and in them AVS found his guiding light. Narayana Raju was now convinced that his youngest son AVS was responsible and capable to lead a decent life. So, at the tender age of 16, AVS was married to Satyanarayanamma. Satyanarayanamma was an epitome of patience and AVS a workaholic. Through highs and lows, their bond only grew stronger. It was during those times AVS inherited 15 acres of ancestral land. The memory of his father's teachings inspired him to embark on his first business venture. From field to market, AVS chose the trade of rice with the help of his elder brother. The first 4 months of the business was promising, but AVS realized very soon that seasonal changes and the multitasking between cultivation and commerce was affecting the business profits. AVS, in retrospection, chose to move on. For AVS, it was his first business setback, but he took it as a valuable lesson to surge ahead. His father's legacy of construction business beckoned him. His desire to excel in construction projects paved way to bidding for various projects in East and West Godavari districts. AVS successfully completed many government projects with his sheer hard work and quality-conscious approach. AVS was approached by the Public Works Department (PWD) to repair and renovate an irrigation drain near Machilipatnam town. This challenging project was undertaken on war footing by AVS and his team. After completion of 90% of repair work, the turbulent seas of Machilipatnam played havoc, undoing the work done. AVS displayed exemplary leadership in motivating the demoralized team and hired larger workforce to work with renewed energy. He chalked out an innovative strategy to protect the work area and counter the tides by building a barrier with thousands of sandbags. This enabled the workers to do their job uninterrupted for 24 hours. And the project was successfully completed. What seemed impossible was achieved with his strong will and unwavering commitment. AVS, a dedicated contractor, not only mastered construction but also heeded the business strategies imparted by his father. With his meticulous planning and perfection in execution, AVS goodwill soared with time, and so did his works. As years passed by, the couple were blessed with 7 sons and 3 daughters. His busy life never deterred him from spending quality time with his family. Just like his father, AVS also sensed an early spark in his children and would immerse himself in teaching the subtle arts of his trade to his eldest son, Ranga, and his other children, imparting wisdom of the construction business. With growing opportunities, AVS used to frequently travel to Hyderabad, and there were simultaneous projects being executed in multiple locations. It was during those times that he summoned his eldest son, Raju, to oversee the construction site in the surrounding areas of Antaravedipalam for 3 crucial days. Ranga, already fond of the construction field, eagerly stepped into the role. Meanwhile, AVS' other children followed in their father's footsteps. They too nurtured the business, taking on expansive and challenging projects. In 1975, AVS moved his family to Hyderabad with dreams of starting big ventures. AVS purchased 40 acres of land on the outskirts of Hyderabad and decided to venture into grape cultivation with the guidance of an expert from the Public Horticulture Department. The path was not easy. The power cuts disrupted continuous water supply, which was affecting the grape cultivation. But AVS wouldn't give up. He manually pulled water to irrigate the fields. Considering the magnitude of the task, AVS asked his family to join hands. Together, with utmost perseverance, they cultivated a thriving vineyard. That year, AVS was honored with the Best Farmer Award. It's the spirit of Samasti, collective effort, a belief echoed by AVS. In the year 1978, Nagarjuna Construction Corporation was founded. The company soon started getting work orders. AVS, with renewed vigor, started bidding for major projects. In February 1980, the company bagged the Vizag steel plant contract. This was a significant milestone, and AVS personally travelled to Vizag to oversee the project. With his sons and a passionate workforce by his side, in the year 1990, Nagarjuna Construction Corporation transformed to Nagarjuna Construction Company Limited. AVS worked day in and day out to make his vision a reality. Amidst the inspiring tale of entrepreneurship, he had his share of challenges. One such tragic incident was the passing away of his granddaughter Sirisha in a fatal car accident. In the fond memory of his late granddaughter, the Sirisha Trust was established in the year 1997. He would spend time with the children at the orphanage, inspiring them to move forward in the face of adversity and laying the foundation for their success. Year 2005 was another challenging year. AVS, while relaxing in his garden, felt a sharp sting on his leg, which led to severe pain. Within no time, it caused serious infection and resulted in his rapid health deterioration. He had to be rushed immediately to Care Hospital, and he was placed under the watchful eyes of Dr. Somaraju. He was diagnosed with Group A streptococcus infection, which meant one of his limb had to be amputated. But pain could not deter him. It was during that time he recalled many of his past achievements in poetry and literature. In the early 1970s, AVS Raju's spontaneity in writing and poem recital at the Sahitya Sammelan Sabha earned him applause and standing ovation from many dignitaries, including the chief guest, then Chief Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao. With renewed passion, he continued his penchant for writing. Inspired by Puttaparthi Sai Baba's teachings early in his life, AVS went on to become a celebrated poet, and he took it upon himself to chronicle these teachings in an extensive 42-volume book titled Sri Sai Sudha Madhuri. In the year 2007, his dedication was further acknowledged globally when the book entered the Guinness World Records, recognized as the largest single-volume book of poems. His monumental work of 24,000 verses was recognized by the Limca Book of Records, where it stood tall for 9 consecutive years. Over the years, AVS penned many books on diversified subjects. AVS' incredible contributions were further recognized when Acharya Nagarjuna University conferred upon him an honorary doctorate in 2008. As envisioned by AVS, NCC continues to be one of the leading infrastructure conglomerates. NCC's diversified projects encompass buildings, transportation, water and environment, electrical, irrigation, mining and railways. The company has spread across all geographical locations of India and is providing employment to over 13,000 people and strong on-site workforce of over 1 lakh people. NCC continues to make an impact in the lives of people through its various CSR initiatives encompassing skill development, education, health, rural infrastructure and environment. The success of AVS can be attributed to his Panchamantra: plan for results, not merely for activities. Common sense is not so common. Do one thing at a time and first things first. There is no substitute for hard work. Flip your obstacles and turn them into opportunities. For his significant contribution to business and industry, the Government of India honoured Dr. AVS Raju with the prestigious Padma Shri Award in the year 2010. In 2023, Dr. AVS Raju was honoured by the President of India on the occasion of Sri Alluri Sita Rama Raju's 125th birth anniversary commemoration. A multifaceted personality who was not just a successful businessman but also a poet, philosopher and inspirational figure. Dr. AVS Raju's life journey is truly remarkable and inspiring. Inspired by Dr. AVS Raju's life teachings, the second generation of entrepreneurs comprise of his family members. Dr. AVS Raju takes immense pride that the third generation of entrepreneurs have joined hands with the second generation in taking his vision forward. The rise and legacy of AVS continues in NCC's every stride forward.